with the NBA season coming on up. I was like, I thought I'll just do something fun and basically just give out what I think or who I think is some of the players that I'm like, you know what, let's see how these go, for them this year. Like for instance, I was like Anthony Edwards. Can he take that next step with the Timberwolves? I was like, it's basically his team. We all know how good he is. Like basically, can it like we see how he is in the playoffs, but can he get with his team and try to make something? Can they finally get into can they be in the actual top part of the playoffs, or are they gonna still be in that playoff play-in type of bubble situation? I mean, don't get me wrong, the West is deep, so it's sort of kind of like with it, but but we all still want to see he's gonna basically take this whole thing by storm, because one dude can change a whole team, and he's the kind of guy that I feel like can change the whole team. Somebody else's mind basically, and I was like, some of these gonna be like duos and stuff like that, but pretty much LaMelo Ball, and I was like, I guess it's cast with Brandon Miller and Mark Williams, all the other people, but we want to see him stay healthy. See, can he get back to that All-Star performance? See if he can, with this team and and a couple people coming back, and a couple of youngsters here, basically seeing can they basically get into the play-in. Not, nothing crazy. We know not going to get into the playoff or nothing like that way. But playing situation, you know, taking a little bit of, because I feel like, Tyrese Halliburton came over from Indiana, kind of took, taking LaMelo shine. Like, don't get me wrong, like LaMelo sort of got like the star power and all that stuff that Tyrese doesn't have. But Tyrese is sort of looked at as like, if you're gonna pick a point guard, it'd be him over LaMelo. I get that. That's how I see it from other people and how they talk. Um, I was like, Jalen Brunson, can he take over once again now that everybody knows what he comes with? Because I was like, going from Dallas to New York, it's a different type of thing. I was like, you looked at like, oh, the third dude maybe, the Mavericks number two, the Luka, that kind of thing. To being, I really want to say the main man. I know that Julius Randle got the All Star and the All NBA, and I'm not saying that he shouldn't, but at the same time, I feel like that would like Brunson could have got that All Star nod just because I was like Randall's been there for the last couple of years, and I was like 1 year he was there, and another year he wasn't, and this year he was, and I'm like, but the Knicks were a real threat because you got Brunson now. That's who nobody like. Everybody was like, oh, he's just gonna come in here and stay the game, and like, nah, he came in and he took over, and it's like really because of him, he got Randall on board. He got them to feel like a real threat, like somebody actually. That's you're like, oh snap, we got to play the Knicks, we got to play this guy and stuff like that, and also how he did in the playoffs too. I think that's sort of a good case of, all right, now you're going to be honed in as the main guy. That's just what it is. You the main guy. How are you going to do with that? I was like, nothing to do. I'm thinking of Austin Reeves. I was like, during the season, everybody's like, oh, this dude or whatever. Because he was sort of just like a guy from like the previous season, that youngster. I was like, like the last game, he scored like 50 something points. So it was like, go to the next year, like, whatever. Then, as time goes on, I was like, getting this spot. Okay, cool, whatever. And let's be honest, he really had this showing out party in the playoffs. And now that dude made, like, the FIBA chant, the team and stuff. And now everybody knows who he is. So now everybody's going to sort of be, like, looking out for you as well, too. So now how does it work when, granted, he got LeBron and he got AD. So he get to chill back a little bit. But at the same time, people ain't going to just, like, let you get up on them. They're going to be ready for you. And I guess we can sort of say that with Rui as well. Rui Hachimura. It basically is that him in the playoff, because I was like, he started off hot. I was like, then he sort of slowed down. Then he sort of had his moments. And, so can he be more consistent? And can he be an actual player here and not just, here and there with his stuff? But, Westbrook, to me, with the Clippers, because I want to see how that goes once you have a full season. Instead of just coming in right toward the end of the playoffs, and then the playoffs still show that he still got a lot of stuff going. But can he basically, when one of them two dudes go down, because we know it's going to happen, can he keep the Clipper where they need to go, where that Clipper don't have to be in nearly survival mode all the time? Is he, we don't know how this Harden trade going to go or something like that. But yeah, but is he going to be able to help them stay afloat during this whole period in time? Because that sort of was like the Lakers thinking that, oh, okay, cool, he's always healthy, so he always going to stay afloat, and it just didn't work. But with this cast of characters, and hopefully one of them can stay healthy, if not both of them, and seeing how that goes, if that does happen, how that all goes down with Westbrook able to do it. I was like, of course, we got the ones that's like Dane working with Giannis, but that's not something that I'm like. I mean, we're gonna see it anyway, so I don't feel like that's not one to really be particular of. Same thing with like Holiday and Porzingis on the Celtics. They're gonna see that there's nothing there. But my thinking is it's something of Marcus Smart on the Grizzlies. It's sort of weird because on one hand, I was like, I think the Grizzlies will be fine, but on the other hand, I sort of want to see, but also want for him to see if he sort of has a weird late breakout, if that makes any sense. He's been in the league a long time, so it's tough to say a breakout because you sort of who you are at this point. But I was like on a team that's basically it's like JJ and Bane, and that's really it for about 25 games. Marcus Smart is probably going to have a chance to be the late game heroics guy 9 out of 10 times. Because JJ, while he should up his scoring and be more of a focal threat, I don't think he's that type of player to where you're like, okay, he's going to have the ball in his hand. We're going to trust him at the end of the game. I don't think he's that guy. I think Bane will try as well, but I feel like Marcus Smart is much more of a more stronger leader, dominant guy, that persona type, to where if he's gonna be like, nah, I got this. I'll either make the play or I'll take the shot. And damn it, he gonna take the shot because if he take the shot when he had Brown and Tatum there, he definitely gonna take the damn shot when there ain't nobody else around. Look who's around him. Who you trust shooting the shot? He don't. None of them. I was like, yeah, sure, Bane, but I was like, Bane ain't got. Hell nah, nope, nah, none of that. I was like, Miami. I just put them there. I didn't even go with a player. I was like, it's just them. It's just them. They're not even a player there. I guess maybe if they would have, I was like, Caleb Martin. I guess that's really the only one. If they would have still had Vincent and Strus, it would have been like, how does this trio still play kind of thing. But nah, it's just really, really them. I will say, I am gonna be looking forward to how Dylan Brooks act though. I ain't gonna lie. Like the only sucky part is that he's on the Rockets, so that's why it's not gonna really. Because if he was on somebody else, I can't even come to mind somebody else. But Dylan Brooks, I just want to see, like where he just got full range of I could do what the hell I want to do. I got paid these big bucks around, man. I want to see the over under technical fouls this dude about to get, cause about to be crazy. And I was like, duo, Jordan Poole, Kyle Kuzma. Them boys gonna be out here shooting for days. I was like that. I'm just saying that looked like that could be a fun watch. I was like, I don't know. I don't think they're gonna be winning a lot of games, but I think that gonna be a fun watch. Especially with like Poole gonna be like, man, I was on a championship team, but damn it, I'm getting buckets. Kyle Kuzma, that's what he was last year. He was like, I was on a championship team, but I'm getting buckets. Tyus Thomas is gonna be not Tyus Thomas. Jeez, that was like I talk about an old name from the past. Tyus Jones. That guy's over here like, man, I used to be on the tough rugged team. Now I'm just over here trying to make sure I got the ball for each one of these players over here. Just you want it? All right, cool. I was like, I want to take a shot. No, okay, cool. I'll just sit back here and just take over my time here, buddy. yeah, but that's I was like, hmm. And I guess the Simmons, McHale, that type of thing. Can he be your number one? Probably not. But Ben Simmons, can he do something? Probably so. Uh yeah. That was like that's pretty much it. I was like of like players. I was like the other people I had in mind, I was like, that's really like the team concept, like the Blazers, where it's like school, and I was like, but that's like seeing the whole team more so, and I was like, I already did sort of like my five, like, I mean, I already did like my top league pass teams I would like look at. So that's sort of it about the player. But anyway, who are you looking for? I was like, to see they take that next step, whether they stay healthy, how they contribute to a team. Like anybody I missed, probably a couple people I missed, but there's so many players and stuff like that you can keep talking about, and everyone got their own unique spot for the team of how to try to do it. But anyway, if you like this video, I appreciate it. Thanks. If not, hey, maybe next time. But till then, see you for the season.